All right, welcome everybody.
Yes, hello. Welcome everyone to the 8 to 10 focus activity on dreams. So before we start, there's Sean in the comments saying a big hello. Before we start and introduce ourselves, I just want to remind everybody. I just want to remind everybody that at the moment, with of course the current corona crisis, we are doing these webinars every day from I think 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And you
Exactly.
can get yes, you can get information about these webinars on our website, also I think on our Instagram, and possibly as well through your emails.
I learned
Okay.
the hashtag earlier, so I'm gonna do hashtag Maravilli Instagram. Okay, and I'm gonna do the
Wonderful.
hashtag Myes Maravilli Facebook to get that's what we're doing. I feel like we're a radio
Yeah.
host right now,
Yes,
JD.
it's like a podcast, although
It is,
everyone can see me and no
yeah.
one can see you. So it's
Because
interesting.
I am like the inner conscious of you. I'm your
Yes.
third eye, Jadine. I'm your third eye.
Yes. It's very appropriate to today's focus activity, which is on
Exactly.
dreams.
Hmm.
So I'll introduce myself and then Sean, and welcome to the viewers. If you want to introduce yourselves in the comments as well, that would be great. So I am Jadine. I am originally from London in England, and I am actually very new to Italy. So I moved to Milan in October. So of course it's very interesting for me now being here with
I can
everything that's
imagine.
going
I can
on.
imagine. Yeah.
Yes, but I still like it. I still like Italy. And I am currently teaching at the Via Meravigli School in Milan.
Mhm.
Sean, if
She
you'd
is a
like
part.
to.
She is a part of our team now. We have taken her under, and she can never get out. Okay. My name is Sean. I come from America. More specifically, I come from a small island near the Niagara Falls.
Mm.
I have been a teacher at Myes Merveille for the past 4 years, and
Wow.
so hopefully we have some of our students that know us. But what's been amazing about these webinars in these past couple of weeks is we are able to communicate with
Yes.
students from all over Italy. So it's if you're from Bologna or from Sicily,
Florence
Palermo,
as
yeah,
well.
Florence, wherever you
Mm.
guys are from, let us know. It's amazing to see that we can all connect. So it's a really
Yes.
cool thing.
Yes, it's been really nice to meet a lot of you. And as well, as we go through the webinar, of course, if you've already seen our webinars, you know how they work. But if you are new, please comment as much as you want if you have any questions, because the webinars are a lot more exciting when you're interacting with us. Hi, Robbie.
Exactly. Robbie in the house.
Yes.
Okay.
Great, excellent. If there, do you have anything to add, Sean?
I guess, for example, for me, Jadine, because you are a new teacher for me, and I've met you in passing, and most of your time, hey Beatrice, hey Cinzia, nice to have you guys
Hello.
back.
Yes, from Bologna.
Because
Excellent.
because you're new for me, and your first experience is online, okay?
Yes.
I feel like the dynamic is very different than the dynamic in the classroom.
Yes, it's very different for me. I'm much more comfortable teaching people face to face.
Yeah,
So, like I said in the comments, if you can interact with us as much as possible, then we
mhm,
appreciate it. Okay.
exactly. Because I am the same type of person as you, Jadine. I like the person to person that because there's a chemistry that happens whenever you're in the classroom. So
Yes.
now we get to create the chemistry through the internet.
It's very modern, kind of like
Yeah.
online dating almost.
Exactly. That could have been the idea for today for our lesson, but instead we decided for dreams. Okay.
We did. Maybe next time. Next
Yeah.
time. Okay, so in this focus activity, we will be talking about sleep and dreams, the differences. Hello, Pierre Luigi. It's nice to meet you.
All
Ah, from Via
right.
America.
Yeah, he's
Um,
a
yes,
excellent.
Sean, you were going saying.
I'm just happy. That's all. I'm happy to
Oh,
see everybody.
nice. Yes, so we will be looking at and hopefully learning some new vocabulary around dreams and different types of dreams. If you already know vocabulary, then this is good for revision anyway. As well as trying to interpret and describe our dreams. So it's
Exactly.
very intense. And a question for everyone, but especially you, Sean, do you dream often? Do you dream a lot?
Well, I dream, let's see, most of the time I can say that lately I have been dreaming a lot more. And I think that a lot of my dreams are reflection of what happens in the day. But when
Okay.
I dream, it's very vivid.
Okay, what do you mean when you dream it's vivid?
What I mean is, for example, there are different types of sensations when you sleep. And I would say that most of the time, whenever I dream in color.
Wow.
Okay. So I remember certain colors, or I remember certain feelings connected with colors, like a really bright, bright sun, or a really dark, dark place. So my dreams are more descriptive through color than maybe the images that I remember.
Okay, interesting. And so would you say that your dreams are quite exciting then?
I would say that
Or
I
more
love my
realistic?
sleep life. I love my sleep life.
That's nice. See, my sleep life is the complete opposite. I can never really remember my dreams, and when I do, they're always very realistic and quite
Really?
boring,
No,
actually.
but like for example, is it like the day to day things that you dream about, or
Yes,
okay,
yes. So very regular activities. We can say they are boring or they are mundane
yeah,
is a good
very
word.
good,
So as a
yeah.
mundane, if something is mundane, it's like I do it every day. It's not very exciting. Um,
I have a
yes.
question for you, Jadine, because this comes from how can I say uh, a lot of the times we like to use banal or banale. Now, for
Sure.
example, in America, I would always use mundane. But recently, I was listening and I heard an English person using banal. Is that a common word?
It's not so common, but I think that we would pronounce it more like banal.
Okay, banal. All right.
Banal, but it's not a word I use so often. If, as a native Italian speaker, you you would use the word banal, an English person, I think, would understand you because
Exactly.
we do have a very similar word,
Yeah.
but we are likely to use mundane.
Yeah, because
So,
Americans tend to lean more towards using something like mundane or boring, you know,
mhm,
or yeah. And now, for example, when we talk about your dreams or my dreams, when you
mhm.
think about it, do you think about, are you very aware of color or more about people?
I think my dreams are more about the people. So the
Okay.
people and the story. Um, but it just happens that the story is not very interesting.
Come, some of the best books and movies are about stories that are not interesting, but become
That's true.
interesting.
That's true. So there is hope for me.
Yeah.
But I have actually another question, and this is a
Mhm.
question for everybody because you are all speakers of two languages.
Mhm.
My Italian,
Ooh.
yes, my Italian is very bad. So I only dream in English. But do you find in your dreams sometimes you are dreaming in Italian and English, or do
Huh.
you only dream in Italian? That is something I think is interesting to know.
Yeah. I have dreamt, for example, I remember about 5 years ago, I remember dreaming and I was reading an Italian newspaper.
Oh, in the dream.
In the dream, I was reading an Italian newspaper, but in my mind, it sounded like, and this is a word, for example, what do you guys call it whenever you're speaking of nonsense? Like the words that you make, like, blah, 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 blah. Do you guys have a name for it?
So nonsense literally means no sense. So in a lot of dreams, the stories make no sense. Nothing is logical. So we say it's nonsense or it's gibberish.
Exactly.
You can try and practice the pronunciation of this word at home. So gibberish.
Yeah, I love gibberish. It's my favorite language.
Okay, so Robbie, she only dreams in Italian. Okay, and Beatrice also. Well,
Never.
as your English improves, maybe it will
And
happen.
remember, ladies, you can re-listen to these podcasts and webinars so you can fall asleep listening to us speak to you.
I don't advise that. Don't
No,
do this.
why not, Janine? I have to tell you, when I first started to learn Italian, I tried everything. I even tried to fall asleep listening to Italian tapes. It was the worst idea.
I've also tried this.
Exactly. But why
It's
not
very
try?
difficult.
Yeah, but why not try Myes sleep remedies? All right.
We can, Sean, maybe we can do a sleep podcast, nighttime
Exactly.
podcast. We'll try. Okay, and you have to correct me if I can't pronounce this. Cinzia?
Perfect.
Is
No,
her name?
Cinzia is excellent. Yep. She agrees.
Yeah, so sometimes you dream in English, but gibberish, like you should.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Exactly. See? So I think it's interesting because also too, guys, whenever we are dreaming, okay, there's two types of dreaming. Whenever we dream with our what we call eyes open, what do we call that type of dream? With our eyes open. You guys know it? Let's see if anyone knows.
Yes, this is good because we have when we're dreaming asleep in the nighttime or when we are dreaming with our eyes open in the daytime, usually.
Give it a second, see if anyone knows.
Yes, so what is the word for this?
Oh, Pierre-Louis, you're still talking about this. Sometimes I dream in English, and when it happens, it seems that my English is better than real life.
Maybe, Pierluigi, you are just feeling more confident in your dreams.
Exactly.
But if you can think about it or dream about it, you have the ability to speak just as well, I am sure.
Exactly. Very good. But back to this, guys. Our eyes open. Anybody know?
We say when we are dreaming with our eyes open, we are daydreaming.
Excellent. Okay.
Yes. So daydreaming. Perfect.
10 points for Pierluigi.
Yeah. So daydreamer is the noun, you guys. So I am a daydreamer, but the verb is to daydream or daydreaming in the continuous form. Okay, excellent. So to begin the lesson, Sean, would you like to read these questions out? Yeah. And then we can answer, and also everybody watching, please answer the questions in the comments.
Excellent. So, sleep in dreams. Are you a good sleeper or a bad sleeper? Number 2, how long do you usually sleep for on average? Number 3, did you sleep well last night or badly? And number 4, when you wake up, do you remember your dreams?
Okay, so in this first question for everybody, what does it mean? What's the difference between being a good sleeper and a bad sleeper?
We also, Jadine, can even ask them as well. For example, good sleeper and bad sleeper. Maybe, for example, if we get woken up easily, we can use two other adjectives to describe the type of sleep. So
Yes. Yes, no, please continue.
yeah. So if you wake up easily, what do we think we call that? If you wake up easily, okay? As in, you hear a small noise. If maybe your phone rings, okay? If you wake up easily, what do we call that type of sleeper?
Yes, so there is a noun that we can call to a person who wakes up easily.
Because I will tell you this, I am not that type of sleeper.
No, so you're the opposite.
I'm
So
the opposite.
you're very difficult to wake up.
Exactly.
Do you think, for example, you would sleep through an earthquake or a big
People, yes.
storm outside? Would you stay asleep?
My family would say I could sleep through the Third World War.
Wow. Okay.
How
Okay,
about for
so
you? What type of sleeper are you? Do you think you are more of a wow, Robbie has seasonal sleeping, as we can see.
wow.
A really good sleeper in the winter. I dream 7 to 8 hours a night.
Yes, we say a night or per night. But good.
On average, I dream 5 to 6 hours in the summer because everyone's partying, Robbie, in the summer. Come on, you don't need sleep in the summer. So once again, coming back to that topic, we have two types of sleeper. A bad sleeper is going to be called a, Jadine, can you tell me please?
So if someone sleeps badly or is easily woken up, we say they are a light sleeper.
Excellent. Okay.
So we say this person is a light sleeper.
So now, can you guys tell us for a good sleeper, what would it be? If we know that the bad sleeper is a light sleeper, what could be for a good sleeper?
So what's the opposite of light? What is the opposite of a bad sleeper? And we'll just wait because sometimes the comments take a second to load.
Jadine, I just want to give someone 10 points.
Yeah, Sean has decided he has many points.
I have so many points.
It is the first points-based webinar you have entered into. So there is an excess of points to give because there are too many points. Please take them.
All right, guys, I guess we should give it to him. Good sleeper is a
heavy sleeper.
Very good. Excellent.
Okay, so the same words we use for weight. If a person or an object is light or heavy, we say the same about how somebody sleeps. So remember, if they are a bad or a light sleeper, it means they wake up very often throughout the night. Whereas if someone is a good or a heavy sleeper, it means they sleep a lot. Okay, this is a good question, Robbie. What do you say when somebody is sleeping heavily? We can call this deep sleep. So the person is a heavy sleeper and they have a lot of deep sleep, or they sleep heavily. You can say both.
And what is it, for example, what is it called when you enter that deep sleep cycle?
I actually don't know, Sean. You'll have to tell me.
Come on, you know. It's a great American band.
Okay. I don't understand it, but it's called REM.
Excellent.
Or REM. You can say either. So REM sleep is the beginning of the sleep cycle, and then you go into deep sleep where you have the dreams.
The beautiful dreams. These are where dreams are made of.
Okay, so Cinzia is a good sleeper. Okay, good. Or a heavy.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so maybe not a heavy sleeper, but because she falls asleep immediately.
This is something that, for example, is interesting as well, because we have, for example, someone who falls asleep immediately in America, we say to conk out. What do you guys have? This
We
is a
say
nice
this.
phrasal verb to
We say
conk
this as
out.
well. Yeah. So, okay. Now you're going to learn some phrasal verbs and also some slang. So,
Yeah.
to fall asleep very quickly, we also say somebody has conked out or somebody has crashed. You can say they
Oh
have
yeah, crashed as well.
okay. And also, this is very, very typical London slang. So if you have conked out or crashed or fallen asleep quickly, it's usually because you were knackered.
Oh, the good old knackered. It's been a long time since I've been knackered, JD.
Yeah, so knackered me.
Did I
Knackered is
spell it
when
correct?
you
All
did. So
right.
you can see the K is silent. We say knackered, it means you are very, very, very tired. Okay. So so to move on then, question number 2, Sean, would you read it again for us?
Yep. How long do you usually sleep on average? So, seeing
Okay.
that, for example, I believe Robbie sleeps in the winter between 7 to 8 hours, and in the summer 5 to 6. For you,
Okay.
JD, how often? How long do you sleep? I don't know.
I
This is
I
not a test. This is not a test.
For me, it's difficult to say because my work schedule is not routine.
Mhm.
So I start at different times every day, which
Mhm.
means I wake up at different times
Oh,
every
nice.
day. Yeah, so go to bed, I sleep at different times in the night, and I wake up in the morning at different times. But I think on average, every week, maybe I sleep 7 hours a night.
Okay. Do you sleep in patterns? Like, for example, maybe 3 hours, then you wake up for a little bit and you go back to sleep? Or is it just 7 hours straight?
I it takes me a while to fall asleep, but then when I'm asleep, I will wake up in the morning. That's when I wake up. I don't wake up during the night. Okay, so Beatrice, I
Beatrice,
usually
usually?
sleep
Nice.
8 to 9 hours. Oh my god, that's my dream. This is what I dream. I wish I could sleep like this.
Exactly. And very good, Robbie. So to recap, the person who sleeps during the day, now, it's not a daydreamer who sleeps during the day. Remember, you're still awake when you daydream. Okay?
Yes,
You are
this is
still awake when you daydream. The question of what do you call a person who sleeps during the day? What is that, for example, guys? What's that specific part of the day that maybe you sleep for a half hour or an hour to energize yourself? You take a break, you fall asleep. What do you call that little break? In Spain, they love to do this.
ah.
Ah. We're also
I
playing a guessing game today, guys. It's guessing game and points, okay?
yes, but it's nice. It's really nice to do the webinar with the 8 to 10 because you guys you can really learn a lot more vocabulary and it's fun for us as well because
Exactly.
it's nice for me to practice my vocabulary.
I don't have
Um,
much, okay?
yes, okay. So a siesta, the Spanish word, we would say to take a nap.
Exactly. Take
Also,
a nap.
yes, and as well, the phrasal verb, we don't usually say, I'll have a nap. We'll say, I'll take a nap. So
Exactly.
be aware of that. I think as well in Italian, or at least in Milanese, the word is pisolina, I think, or
Exactly.
pisolina.
The good.
So to have a nap. Okay, Robbie. I always
Of
used to
course. Of course.
So just one thing about the grammar, Robbie. So if we're talking about something in the past, I always used to daydream. We also use the second part of the sentence when I was at work. So to keep the tense the same, I dreamt about staying on a beach far away. Yes. Ah, and some Italian vocab for me. Thank you. I'll remember. Okay.
Okay, so
So,
there you go, Robbie. Remember, used to or used to is going to be an action true in the past, but not today. So if you
yes.
still are daydreaming at work, that's something true today as well, okay?
Yes. Okay. So number 3, Sean, will you read please for us?
Of course. Did you sleep well last night? Ooh.
Oh,
Hmm.
you
I
can
don't
answer
know.
as well.
I
No?
think I'm trying to answer. I will tell you that when I sleep, I always dream. My dreams can
Always.
be always. My dreams can be
Okay.
good. My dreams can be bad. I have a very active dream life.
Okay.
And but tonight I didn't have very good dreams. I think I was stressed about the news and everything that is going on recently. So
Mm,
my dreams were very, let's say, intense. How about
okay.
for you?
For me, it was the same. Again, I don't dream very often, or if I do, I don't really remember them. But last night, it took a very long time to go to sleep, and I think I woke up a few times in the night as well. And I think it's normal because it's a very stressful time right now in Italy and the world, actually, in the
Yeah.
world. So I think for a lot of people, also there's been, I'm sure for a lot of you guys watching, lots of smart working and big changes in your routine. And sometimes when we change our routine, we our sleep patterns also our sleep patterns change because we don't know what to do.
Yeah. Exactly. And just to touch on Robbie, okay, very
Uh,
good job because it's an action that you always do. But let's now change the wording from it's not going to be to stay on the beach. We're going to say, I always daydream of being at the beach. Okay. That's a
or
little bit
about.
more. Yeah, exactly. I daydream about the beach. Okay. Very good.
Okay, and also, guys, as well, please feel free to answer question number 3 if you want to. In the meantime, Sean, will you read our final question?
Yeah, here's the final question. When you wake up, do you remember your dreams? Jadine,
I,
do you it takes you a very long time to get to sleep, but when you get there,
yes, when I wake up, I usually can remember a dream for a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, and then when I try to think about it, it disappears.
yeah,
It leaves me, the dream. So I feel like I haven't really had any
right.
dreams because I
Yeah.
remember nothing.
There was a lot of now, does it ever happen to you, Jadine, that you wake up, you don't remember anything, and then maybe later while you're having lunch or eating breakfast, all of a sudden you begin to remember something about your dreams?
Sometimes, but actually, you've reminded me of something else.
Ah,
Sometimes we maybe have had dreams in the night, but then the next day or that week, you are in a restaurant or you are doing something, and it feels very familiar. It feels like you've done it before,
yeah.
and you're not sure if you have dreamt about it or if you've done this thing before. Do you know what I'm talking about, Sean?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel like we're having a moment of Deja vu. And I don't know how to spell that. I have no idea. Deja. And then there's like an accent and a
Yes.
vu. It's crazy.
Yes. So
It's something
this,
like this. Right?
yes, yes. So this is actually a French word that English and in American English as well, then we have stolen. So deja vu is when you are doing something and you feel like you have already done it, or that the situation has already happened exactly the same. And usually you're not sure if you've had a dream about it or if you're just doing it now. So if anyone has experienced deja vu, let us know.
Is this deja vu for you? Huh, look at that.
Excellent. Excellent. And okay, Pierluigi says about the sleeping well. Not this one.
I was just showing Pierluigi. He had written, during the last night, I slept well, though the latest news. Now, we want to be a little bit more specific, and we can also change it to be a little bit more accurate. So, Pierluigi, last night, I slept well, even though the news was, and you can use any adjective, the news was terrible, the news was stressful, okay?
Yes, even is a very useful and common word in English, but I think lots of people struggle to use it. The best way I can describe even or even though is to show when something has been achieved despite the situation suggesting it's not possible.
Exactly.
I don't know.
It's
if
always
you
going to
can
be
think of a
some
better
kind
one,
of,
but-
it's going to be a way to emphasize the contrast between the two things.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. And Beatrice says that when she wakes up, she remembers her dreams sometimes if it is about a real situation. Exactly, because
Okay.
our dreams are like a way to kind of organize and reflect about the things that we do in life. So stresses or things that stress us out or good things. It's always better to have good dreams than bad dreams.
Yes.
And what
Yes.
do we call a bad dream, guys? Instead of saying it's a bad dream, we can also say it is a...
It's true. Does anybody know the word for this? I don't think we have a special word for good dreams, but for
No.
bad dreams, we can say we are having or we had a...
Da, 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 da.
Yes, we had a nightmare. So a nightmare is a very bad dream. Usually it's not just a negative dream, it's a scary dream. Robbie, yes,
Very
your
good,
comment
Robbie. Excellent.
just came through.
10 points for Robbie. It's coming down.
Exactly. Okay, so a nightmare is a bad or scary dream. Okay. So, okay, dream vocabulary, and now we have seen some of this. So, what are the differences between these kinds of dream? Sean, would you read the dreams for us?
Daydream, nightmare, lucid dream, recurring dream, and premonition.
Okay, so nice glasses, Robbie.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have discussed daydreams and nightmares. So a a daydream is when you are awake but you are thinking about something else intensely. And a nightmare is a very scary or bad dream. So, does anybody know what a lucid dream is?
I do. I do.
we can give them a minute.
Okay.
And also, have you ever experienced a lucid dream, or a recurring dream, or a premonition?
Oh my. I think you have, Jadine.
Maybe. Okay, Sean, can you tell us? Have you ever had any of these, lucid or
Um,
recurring?
I think, for example, how can I say? Ooh, I want to say. Sometimes when I was younger, okay, ooh, when you think to be awake but you're not, lucid dream, correct, Robbie? That's very
Oh,
good. Lucid dreaming, though, goes one step further, and lucid dream is where you can
yes,
control the dream, okay?
yes.
So
So
it's the. Go ahead, Jadine.
I was going to say, actually, it's very similar, but it's not that you think that you're awake, it's that you know that you are asleep.
Exactly. Yeah, you're conscious of being asleep. So here, for
Yes.
example, we can bring up the two words. Whenever we talk about dreaming, we talk about consciousness and subconscious. Okay, just so that you guys can see it. We have conscious and subconscious. And lucid dream is when you say, I know I am dreaming, and you
Yeah.
begin to control the destiny of your dream.
Yes. So your conscious is everything you are aware of and everything you can control. For example, I consciously choose to pick up my water bottle.
Great job, Jadine. You picked that
Thank,
water bottle up.
thank you. But the subconscious is everything in your mind that you're not aware of.
Yeah.
Yes.
and
Okay.
and I think that a lot of us, for example, for me, I would like to say that maybe in my life I remember moments where I saw my hand in my dream and I said, this is my hand, but I can't necessarily say that I've ever dreamt in my life.
Ah,
I don't think I'm at, but there's some different techniques for creating a pattern of lucid dreaming. For
it's true.
example, to have a diary next to your bed so that when you wake up, you write down everything that you can remember.
What is a diary? Because there are different types of diaries
You can have,
out
well,
there.
I have a diary to talk about all of my secrets.
Okay, like
Um,
a journal where you
yeah.
a book where you write your secrets.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, Francesca. What a great question. Is conscious spelled correct?
Yes.
Maybe. I
Yes.
believe so. Look, I am no spelling genius, okay? So Jadine says yes.
Ooh, but maybe there's an S. Oh. Uh,
Oh, there
um,
is an S.
there's an S, no.
There
But
is.
for me, the screen is very small and I cannot see.
Okay.
um,
You're clean.
yeah.
So yeah, you
Okay.
have a journal or a diary, a notebook even, for example.
Yes. Yes, but just as I'm not sure what you will know, but of course we have diaries like this where we can write our secrets, or we also have a diary that's like a calendar where we write only appointments. But they are very different, very different books. So don't mix them up. Don't bring your secrets
Yeah.
to work with you. It will be very embarrassing. Okay. So that's lucid dreaming. The next one, what's a recurring dream?
A recurring dream is whenever you continuously have the same dream over and over. So, for example, have you ever had a recurring dream, Jadine?
No.
No? What? Am I the only one here that dreams?
No, but I
Oh,
don't remember my dreams, so I
well, you
couldn't
know
tell
what?
you if I had the same one again.
Get your journal out, Jadine, and
Maybe.
record. Okay, write down your dreams tonight.
Okay. It's my homework.
Yeah, yeah. I shouldn't give you homework. You're another teacher.
Okay. But yeah, so tell us about your recurring dreams, Sean. And also
So
everybody else.
exactly, guys, tell us. Okay, a recurring dream that I had was I always dream to fall down. Robbie, aw.
Oh.
do, do you get back up, Robbie?
Oh, come on. The recurring dream. I want to know. I
Yeah.
want to know.
Okay, so the recurring dream is this. Now, growing up in the woods, basically, okay, I always had this dream of wolves chasing me.
Okay, it sounds like a
Okay.
nightmare to me.
No, the thing is it wasn't really a nightmare. It's this sense of I get to my house and then I'm safe, and I always reach my house.
Well,
Very good.
Francesca has a similar dream to yours,
Mhm.
although I'm not sure what
Una
this is.
cacciatore is someone who can either try to grab you or kind of, or a hunter. Una cacciatore is a hunter. Okay?
I have had this dream as well, actually. Okay, but not
Wow.
always. So you have it a lot. Yes, it's recurring dream.
Because this
Recurring
dream, for
nightmare.
example, these dreams, a recurring dream is something that, for example, for me, happened when I was 6 or 7, happened when I was 12 or 13 or 14, and still happened today.
Yes. But for some people, they can have the same dream every night for a week.
Exactly.
And this is still recurring. So anything that happens again and again is recurring. It doesn't just have to be a dream.
Exactly. And that, my friend, we have medication for that.
And okay. Finally, what is a premonition in a dream? Does anybody know? Premonition. Or we can also say something is or was foreshadowed.
Wow, good. I like that.
Yes, a lot of language. Francesca, excellent.
Very good, Francesca.
So,
10 points for Francesca. I'm falling behind.
a
I'm falling
premonition
behind.
is when you have a dream about something that happens in the future and it's true.
Yeah. I like Robbie, a spoiler. That's fantastic.
Yes, but when you want to find out yourself that your dream self has told you. Horrible. Yes. Okay. So as you can see in the vocabulary, it says premonition in a dream. This is because, as well, some people have premonitions in their lives, just generally.
Not
Fortune
me.
tellers. No, no. I wish I knew what was going to happen. Yes.
Tomorrow. It's okay.
Okay, I think now at the moment in Italy, every day you could not have a premonition or predict what will happen. Too much is happening for any person.
Exactly.
Okay. So if anyone has ever had a premonition, please share with us.
Yeah, we want to know if you guys are like Nostradamus or something like that.
Yes. Okay, but for our final part of the lesson, and Sean, you can do this with me. So what do you think, and everyone actually, what do you think are some of the most common things that people dream about? Both me and Francesca have said that we've dreamt about something trying to catch us, which is scary. Has anybody else had dreams that they think are very common?
Also, Robbie had falling.
Yes. Which, like in this picture, have you ever had this dream, Sean?
Not recently. Not that I can remember. Thank you.
But in your life, have you had a dream of falling?
Look, to be honest with you, I think I have done, Cinzia, I think I have fallen in my dreams. I have flown in my dreams. I've eaten food in my dreams. I mean, I live a whole nother life in my dreams.
Interesting. I have had a recurring dream which I forgot about. Nightmare, though. Again, I don't have good dream life. Excellent real life, very bad dream life. But I used to have the nightmare when I was younger, a child and a teenager, about all of my teeth falling out. Yes, and in my dream, it was the strangest part was that I was always seeing my dream from inside my mouth.
That's amazing.
Yes, so I would be inside my mouth and my teeth would just be falling out. Very
But
scary.
but you know what? That's why you have a good smile because you
I
lost all your teeth.
really, and in the mornings, I would be so worried. Oh no,
Yeah.
I've got no teeth, but it was just a dream, guys.
Yeah. Oh
No
shucks.
problem.
Oh shoot.
Okay, Pierre Luigi usually dreams about people he met many years ago.
Huh,
Do you
interesting.
still know the people now, or are they strangers?
Also, Beatrice dreams the same things.
I see, I see. Okay, so
Mhm.
let's check out this list. Let's look.
We
Okay,
got
so you can tell us if you've ever had these dreams. Sean, would you like to read?
sure. We got falling, flying, being naked,
Ooh,
exams, snakes. I know, risky. Teeth, chasing, and and
hmm.
that's it. Okay, I thought there was more because the thing was blocked. Okay, and
No.
Pierluigi says he still knows these people. All
Okay,
right,
okay. So that's nice. That's nice.
that's good.
So we've said common ones then we think are falling, flying, chasing, and teeth.
Mhm.
Being naked, I've never
That's.
had this dream, but I'm
I
not
don't think that's
surprised.
too common. I don't think it's a very
Really?
common one. No.
Hmm.
I mean, because they often say, for example, if we talk about nudity or nakedness, it's the sense of vulnerability. I think is how they interpret the dream is a
Yes.
vulnerable state. Where, for example, flying. How do you think, guys, we can interpret flying?
This is true. What do you think it means if someone is dreaming about flying? Or any, for the final part of our lesson in the last 5 minutes, what do you think the meaning or the, yeah, how can we interpret
Yeah,
these
so
dreams?
falling, flying, exams. I know that every Italian has the fifth year high school exam nightmare. Okay, even when 10 years from their graduation, Jadine, I hear so many people talk to
What
me
is
about
what is this nightmare?
it's the last year in high school and
Okay.
it's like they call it maturità and it's the fact that it's so intense that they have nightmares about it even into university
Oh,
and
I'm so
25
sorry. I'm
exactly
so sorry, Italian guys.
I'm like you guys got to come to America, we don't care about school. I'm kidding.
Just kidding.
But very good.
Okay.
So Cinzia and
Yeah.
Robbie, flying is freedom. Okay, excellent.
Okay. I
What
think
about
so.
yeah? What about chasing?
Or I think maybe being chased. I don't
Yeah,
know
being
if
chased would be better.
yeah.
But no, at the same time, Jadine, it's two forms. Because if I chase you or I'm chasing something, it
Mm,
means maybe in my sleep I'm determined or I'm empowered. I want something.
that's
Where
true.
if someone is chasing me or something is chasing me, it could be seen as maybe something in.
You're running away from
Yeah, it
something.
could be you're running away from something. Very
Hmm.
good. See, or
Okay.
there's a problem that you want to escape from, or something.
Mm,
See,
that's true.
we
It's
are
true.
fantastic dream
Yeah.
interpreters. It's
We should
amazing.
we should quit our jobs, Sean. Let's go into the
Yeah,
dream business.
the
Dream
funniest part, Jadine, is this morning Lisa fired me, and now you're telling me to quit.
Ooh, I wonder, could it be a premonition of what is to come?
Oh
I hope
no,
not. I hope not.
never.
I like
Yeah,
teaching, so
yeah.
hopefully we will stay.
Hey,
Um,
we're having a good time.
okay, so we've spoken about flying, we've spoken about being naked. We said we think it means vulnerability. I don't know if you have a different interpretation. If you do, tell us. Um, and as well, chasing. What the final one for me? I'd like to know. What do you think the meaning of falling dreams are when you're falling for a long time? What do you think that could mean?
If you're falling for a long time, it
Hmm.
could be maybe that you're changing, like you're moving from one thing to another in your life. Um,
Okay.
Shinsi said chasing is for fear, which is very good. I think so. Okay.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe falling could be
A fear as
uh,
well, in a way.
maybe, or maybe it could be accepting a lack of control of a
Oh,
situation. Yeah.
boom.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
You get paid the big money for that one. Oh,
Yeah.
nice, JD. Excellent.
Okay. So we have to wrap the lesson up at the moment. But don't forget, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, for anyone who wasn't here, we are doing these webinars every hour from 9 in the morning till 9 in the evening. Not always at the same level, but you can check on our website and Instagram, for example, to see when your level is. Yeah, if there are any questions about the vocabulary, you can ask us right now. But if not, do you have anything you want to add, Sean?
I just want to say thank you to everyone that followed us and listened to us today.
Yes.
Like I said at the beginning of class, it's a great facet, it's a great avenue for us all to stay connected. And remember, even if it's not your level, give it a shot anyways. We're always going to follow. You can follow us on Facebook or Instagram for all the timetables of our lessons.
Yeah.
And yeah, keep on dreaming. That's all I got to say. And stay
Okay.
tuned, everybody, for more lessons to come. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Excellent. Thank you,
It was
everybody.
a lovely webinar. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
And the broadcast.